Hello, good morning friends. How are you? Today I am going to take the class for 7th class. Subject is Social Science. Name of the book is Our Environment. The chapter is 9th chapter. The name of the chapter is Life in the Desert. Prepared by Ramchandra Deshpande, TGT Social Science, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Haveri, Karnataka. So let us friends study together. So before going to start a lesson, you should be able to know the what type of objectives are there before going to start the chapter. And after the completion of this chapter, you should be able to first differentiate the climate, flora and fauna of cold desert and hot deserts. Identify and locate cold and hot deserts on the outline map of the world. Identify the characteristics of desert areas. So these are all three objectives you should know before the starting of the chapter. Now we will start the chapter. So the introduction for the life in the desert. In the 5th chapter, you studied about water and its importance. It is very difficult for everyone to live in places where no water is available to drink, where there is no grass for their cattle to feed, and where there is no water to help the crops to grow. So, you can understand the importance of the water. Today, you will be understanding the importance of hot. Today, we are going to learn about the places as hot as fire and some as cold as ice. So many differences are there. So hot and cold. Now you will be able to find out the places of hot and as well as cold. By seeing the picture, you will be able to identify what exactly it is there in the picture. Now you can see the picture, identify the picture. By seeing the picture only, you will be able to identify it is a desert. So it is too much hot is there. By seeing the sand only, you will be able to identify this is a desert. The camels are moving in the desert. And definitely you will be able to see this is the desert. So this will be very hot. Now what exactly the meaning of the desert? It is an arid region. It is an arid region. What is the meaning of arid? Arid means the dry region characterized by extremely high or low temperature and has scarce vegetation. So it is extremely high temperature and sometimes it will be too much low temperature. It is very cold will be there and you will be able to identify no vegetation in the desert. So now we can easily identify the characteristics of the deserts. So what type of characteristics are there in the deserts? The first one, the low rainfall. If you see this desert, you will be able to identify the area is low desert. This is low rainfall. Low rainfall, the vegetation will be very less. Then the scanty vegetation. Second one is scanty vegetation. By seeing the picture only, you will be able to identify here the vegetation is not available because too much heat is there. And the third characteristic of the desert is extreme temperature. Temperature will be too much. When the temperature is too much, you will not be able to find out the vegetation. So these are all characteristics of the deserts. The low rainfall, scanty vegetation and extreme temperature. Now you can see there are different types of deserts. By seeing the picture only, you will be able to identify the two types of deserts. One is cold desert and another one is hot desert. So this is a right side picture. This picture is a hot desert. By seeing only you will be able to understand. By seeing the sand is the hot desert. By seeing it is covered with the ice, it is called as a cold desert. So you are going to see today what exactly the difference between the hot desert and the cold deserts. So example for the hot desert and example for the cold desert that you are going to see now. See today the hot desert. For example, for the hot desert is the Sahara. Now, where the Sahara desert is located? In which continent the Sahara is located? You know, in the 6th standard, almost all the continents of the world. So, the first continent you can see in the left side, that is North America. The second one, it is South America that you are going to see. So, now it is the third one that you are going to see, it is Africa. And this one is the Europe. This one you are seeing the cursor, you are seeing this is Asia, and this one is Australia, and the south side Antarctica is there. So now which continent the Sahara desert is located? So easily you can identify this continent. This is Africa. Africa, or in Africa you will be seeing the Sahara desert. So Sahara desert is situated in African continent. Now we can see the where exactly the which part the Sahara desert is located. Another, the map you can see very easily. By seeing map only you will be able to identify in which part of Africa are you going to see the desert. So here it is mentioned the Sahara desert. So it is in which part it is located, you can identify. So the 4 direction, it is the north part of Africa, the Sahara desert is located. So many other deserts are there, but we are seeing only the Sahara desert. So in the north part of Africa, the Sahara desert is located. Now we can see what are the important facts and interesting facts about the Sahara desert that you can see very easily now. First one, you can see the area, how much area it is covered. The area covered in the, how much area it is covered that you are going to see. It has an area of around 8.54 million square kilometer. So 8.54 million square kilometer, and you can compare with India. India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. So you can compare, it is a double or 2.5% of the Indian area. And second one, it is the largest desert in the world. So it is, you can see by seeing the picture only you can identify the largest desert in the world. So it is covered in the northern part of Africa. You can see here northern part of Africa covered with this Sahara desert is covered with northern Africa. So it is a largest desert in the world. The third one, the highest temperature recorded in Al-Azizia. So Al-Azizia in Sahara it is located, and it recorded the highest temperature. And another important fact about Africa is it touches the 11 countries. It touches 11 countries. It is north part of Africa. It touches 11 countries. Now you will be able to identify those 11 countries where exactly these the countries of Sahara desert it is located. Sahara desert is located in all these countries. Now you can see the first one, Algeria. So Algeria, so it covered totally the 7 countries of Africa. The first one, Algeria, is there in the northern part of Africa. The second one, Chad. Chad is there in the middle part of Africa. The Egypt, you can see Egypt is located in the north part of Africa. So this is Egypt. Now coming to the Libya. Libya is here. The Libya is located in the north part of Africa only. Now coming to the Mali. Mali is also in the western part of Africa. And next country is Mauritania. Mauritania is also there in the western part of Africa. Now coming to the Morocco. Morocco is located here in the northwestern part of Africa. Coming to the Niger. So you can see here Niger. Niger is located in the middle part of Africa. And coming to the Sudan. Sudan is located in the eastern part of Africa. It is Sudan. Now coming to the Tunisia. Tunisia is in the northern part of Africa. And last one, that is Western Sahara. Western Sahara is located in western area only. So these are all the 11 countries. So the African Sahara Desert is located. Now we can see what exactly the fact about Sahara. In the present day Sahara, the once used to be a lush green plain. Earlier, it was covered with a completely green plain. How we can identify that one? The cave paintings in Sahara Desert show that there used to be rivers with crocodiles, elephants, lions, giraffes, ostriches, sheep, cattle, and goats were common animals, but the change in climate has changed it into a very hot and dry regions. So earlier this Sahara Desert was completely with lush green plain, and when the heat increased, so totally it has become the desert. So it is a fact about Sahara. Now you can see what exactly the characteristics of the Sahara Desert according to the climate. What exactly the climate of Sahara? The first characteristics of the climate is the scorching hot and parched dry. The scorching, it is very sharp heat and very dry area. The second one, the sky is cloudless and clear. When the sky is having the cloud, you will be getting the rain. And here the sky is completely cloudless and it's very clear, so you will not be getting too much rain. And the moisture evaporates faster than it accumulates. The moisture evaporates very fast. So when it accumulates also, it takes a when accumulates, it takes faster, evaporates faster than it accumulates. And the fourth one, days are unbelievably hot. Days are very hot. And the temperature during the day bare rocks, which in turn radiates heat, making everything around hot. So nights may be freezing cold. In the night time, too much freeze, too much cold, and temperature nearing 0 degree. So these are all the characteristics of Sahara climate. Now coming to the flora and fauna. Flora and fauna, you know very well about the flora and fauna. Plant life and animal life. So what exactly the animal life means? Animal life, the fauna means animal life, the flora means plant life. The first that you are going to see here is a cactus, and the second one is that you are seeing the date palm or palm dates, and third one is acacia. So the cactus used to for the medicine. So this cactus is used for the medicine, and acacia will be used for different purpose, relieves pain, for irritation purpose also it will be used, and in preparation of the paper also this acacia will be used. And the third one about the palm dates, you know, tasty fruits it yields, and leaves are used for preparation of the baskets. So these are all the vegetation, the flora and fauna of this African area. Now coming to the animals found in the Sahara Desert. So by seeing the picture only you will be able to identify. So different animals are found in Sahara Desert. And in the Sahara Desert, first animal that you are going to see is a camel. So easily you can identify this is a camel. And second one is that you can see the hyena. And third one is a jackal. So hyenas are unique and vital components of most African ecosystem. Very vital. They are very vital in the ecosystem of Africa. And second one, the camel, you can see they are called as a ships of the deserts. Without you cannot live in the desert without the camels. So you know very well about the importance of the camels. Now coming to the jackal. So jackal is a medium sized carnivorous mammals that are found in Africa. So these are all the animals found in Africa. Now coming to the different species of Africa. The first one, the fox. So you can easily identify the fox. And second one, the scorpion. Not only this small scorpion, you will be finding a different types of bigger scorpions you will find in the forest of Africa. And varieties of snakes, not only one type of snake, different varieties of snakes that you are going to find in Africa. And the third one that you are going to lizards, the forest lizards, the big lizards that you are going to see in the Africa. So these are all the different species, the prominent species that are you going to see in the forest of Africa. Now coming to the another important heading, that is oasis. By seeing the picture only, you will be able to identify the oasis. In some places where the oases are found in Africa. So what exactly the meaning of oasis? A fertile land in a desert where water is found. So you should be able to identify where is a fertile land where the water is found. In the desert areas, almost all the water is not available. So you will be getting in some places where you will be getting the water, where they are called as the oasis. Now, how the oases are formed and how they are used in the desert areas. How they are formed, that you are going to see the formation. Depressions are formed when the wind blows. So wind will blows very fast. When it is blowing, it takes away the main areas of the sand dunes. Sand dunes will be there in the desert areas. So the big waves of the wind that will take away the sands of that area. So the sand will be taken away by the wind. So big depressions will be formed. So big depressions where underground water reaches the surface and oasis is formed. So the topmost portion of the sand will be taken away by the wind and you will be finding the water that is called as a oasis. And near the oasis only the African people, they are cultivating the different types of crops. Now you can see what type of people are there in Africa. So too much of hot is there. People, they have to live in this type of climatic conditions. So how many or different types of people that found in Africa are they are Bedouins and Tuaregs. So despite of harsh climate, various tribal groups are there. So various tribal groups that you are going to seeing in the picture, that they are moving on the camel from one place to another place. So these are all the nomadic tribes. Nomadic tribes means moving people from one place to another. They are Bedouins and Tuaregs. So they are adjusted with the climate and they are moving with their animals from one place to another place. So how they are engaging and what type of activities they are carrying out in desert areas, that we can identify now. The Bedouins and the Tuaregs are the two important tribal people of Sahara Desert. These groups are nomadic tribes. So they are nomadic, means from moving from one place to another place, rearing livestock such as the animals such as the goats, sheep, camels and horses. Not only one animal, they are rearing goats, sheep, camels and horses, and they are moving with the animals with their belongings, and these animals will provide them with the meat. So they will be getting from the animals meat, they will be getting milk, they will be getting, and hides they will be getting. And from those articles, from those things, they will be preparing the belts, a slipper, and the water bottles. So everything they are dependent upon the animal products, and how it is there that you can see now. So how they are preparing the different types of products. The hair is used for mats preparation. Second one is the carpet preparation, and the third one is the clothes preparation and the blankets. It's almost all the tribal people, they are preparing these goods, and they wear heavy robes as protection against the dust storms and the hot winds. So too much of heat will be there, temperature will be more, so they have to protect their skin, protect their body by putting the heavy robes. Dresses will be like that, and they have to protect the body. They are wearing the heavy robes to protect the dust storms and the hot winds. And the people, you can see Durex, and the people, they are moving from one place to another place. And now coming to the another slide, the crops grown by the people of Sahara. So the oasis in the Sahara and the Nile Valley in Egypt supports settled population. You know very well, in almost all the desert areas, you will not be finding the rivers and as well as the oasis. In some areas, you will be finding the oasis and the rivers. Only one important river that you will be seeing in Egypt, that is Nile River, near the Nile River, and where the oases are found, it helps to settle the population in the Africa. Now you can see here, the people grow in that place only, they will be growing different types of crops. The first one is the rice. So here in the hilly areas, you are seeing the rice is grown in that, the upland rice and the lowland rice, it will grow. In the second picture, you are seeing the wheat is also grown, and the third one, barley is also grown, and as well as the beans also grown. And another important thing, by seeing the picture only, you will be able to identify it's a cultivation of cotton. So cotton is very important crop of Egypt. So Egyptian cotton is very famous, and all over the world this Egyptian cotton is very famous. So in this area, in the cotton soil, so this will be grown. Now coming to the discovery of the oil. So too much of hot is there. Wherever the hotness is more, you can discover the oil. So discovery of oil, a product in the great demand throughout the world in Algeria, so Libya and Egypt. So oil refineries are there in Algeria, Libya, Egypt. In the almost all the northern part of Africa, you will be finding the oil refineries, and they are transferring constantly in the Sahara Desert. Egypt is constantly transforming in Sahara Desert. So earlier the oil refineries were not there. Now the oil refineries has changed. They came and they changed the life of the people of Africa. Now we can see the different types of minerals found in Africa. So there are different minerals are there. So iron is there, phosphorus is there, crude oil is there, and uranium is there. Not only these, so other minerals are found, but important minerals found in Africa are iron. So iron are you going to find here? Mauritania. In Mauritania, you will find iron. So Mauritania is here. You can see here Mauritania in the western part of Africa. You will see. Now coming to the second one, phosphorus, you will get in Nigeria. So phosphorus in Nigeria. So this is Nigeria. So you can see here very neatly the Nigeria. Now coming to the crude oil. Crude oil is available in Libya. You can see here Libya. Libya is here in the northern part of Africa, Libya. And coming to the uranium is there in the Niger. Niger is located in the middle part of Africa. So Niger, Libya, Nigeria and Mauritania are the important places, important countries where you will get the minerals in Africa. Now coming to the cultural landscape of Africa and how it has been changed. The cultural landscape of Sahara is undergoing change. Earlier, a different type of landscape was there. Now, it is changing due to the increase of the heat. Gleaming glass seized office buildings and different buildings were constructed, and tower over mosques and superhighways are constructed crisscross the ancient camel paths. Earlier, camels were used in the desert areas very easily, and they were carrying the salt. Salt trade was carried out in desert areas by the camels. But now, almost all the camels were replaced by the trucks. Trucks were carrying out the salt from one place to another place. And Turex, the one of the important tribal of Africa, are seen acting as guides to foreign tourists. Now they started a different type of work. They started to do as a guides to the foreign tourists. Foreigners used to use it, visit the Sahara Desert. At that time, tourists will become the guides to them, and more nomadic herdsmen are taking to city, finding jobs in oil and gas operation. Earlier, the refineries were not there, gas plants were not there. Now it has been opened, so the almost all the people, they shifted from these desert areas to the main areas, and they got the jobs and they settled in those areas. And so it is the end of the chapter. So thank you. The acknowledgements to credits to all those who have provided the images freely without the royalty. Thank you.